Welcome back to Bailiwick of Guernsey Shipwrecks. I'm JP Fallais, and today is a Sunday, which is weird because I never normally go on a Sunday, and that's normally the Sunday soakers. The reason I'm going today is because yesterday was horrendous. Force 8, and today, look at it. Fingers crossed the viz is good. It's only one way to tell. Off we go, just me and Matt. First of all, we're going to go and go to Dougal and pick up my red mullet he's got me. Awesome. That is an absolute beast.
Pretty, isn't it?
It's huge.
They look so good. Yeah, you hardly ever see them underwater, eh?
No, I don't think I've ever seen one underwater.
So well, we get a lot.
Dougal's giving me my red mullet. So the reason I take these ones is because they've been had either by cuttlefish or they're damaged, so you can't sell them. So I mean, the fact it's lost a head, that doesn't bother me. That's awesome. Watch it! A1 crab. Yeah, so for me, mate, those are perfect. Where are we going, Skipper?
Going down the Forride, I think.
Oh, nice.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff out here, so I saw a starry smoothhound this morning. Friday I saw a massive stingray.
Did you film him?
No, that's the problem.
Oh.
I didn't see them, eh?
Nah, yeah. I was going to say, go and check them out on Matt's channel.
That's why I got my little camera, look, my little camera set. I'm just going to look at it. Because I'm sick of seeing stuff.
Seeing stuff and then not being able to film it. What's your channel?
Channel Island Diving.
Channel Island Diving, so I'll put a little link in the description. Bit of a malfunction with my suit. This is the inflator which is on the chest, which lets air into your suit. It's perished pretty much. It's really, you can snap it so easy. Oh well, there's a tiny little bit. I tried giving it a bit of maintenance to give it a bit of love, but nope, it wasn't having any of it. I think I'll be needing a new one of them. The issue is, just take it out of gear. The issue is it lets air constantly into your suit. So obviously you don't want to be doing that at 30 meters and shooting back to the surface. So I don't know, maybe borrow Matt's suit when he comes up. That's a good thing when your mate's the same size as you. Oh, scuba diving Sunday afternoon. It's almost evening actually. There's only one other boat out here, which is that rib over there. Here comes the seagull. He's coming into land. Here he comes. There he is. Is there any in that? I don't think there's any in there, is there? Oh, there is. Ah, so there's not. So there's not, mate. Somebody's already come and taken the frills out of it. Watch your head. The size of this blackback, he's like an American eagle. Size of him. He's a big. After quite a bit of laughter from Matt, he decided to lend me his suit, which is nice of him because it's pretty much brand new. So I better look after it. Viz is still pretty good, and we got right down onto the scallop straight away, which is always good. So there's a bit of tide heading south, and I'd say it's a medium sort of tide. Not really too strong. You could probably turn around and swim against it. Well, at the moment anyway. Plenty of small ones, which is always good to see. And also plenty of fish as well. Always check these old crab pots just to make sure there's no lobsters lurking in them. Currently at 23.3 metres. Only been 3 minutes. I've got loads of air. Take a look at Matt's brand new suit. It's a Northern Diver, it's a nice one. They fit really well, these suits. Not doing too bad at the moment. I've probably got maybe a dozen in there already. So we're down onto this soft sand. There's loads of divots everywhere. Not quite sure what makes them divots. Probably red mullet digging for food. Or something like that. Because they're not entirely sure. Around here the scallops are regular size. 105 to 110 mil. They're not too big and they're not too small. Perfect really. When looking for scallops in this sand, you can see them miles off because they leave it like a divot. Tide is starting to pick up. You can see here by the seaweed that's drifting past me. So when I dive, I tend to swim across the tide all the time. So I'm not going too fast. My eyesight isn't the best, but I do like to take my time, so I'll go left across the tide, then back right across the tide. The viz today is good enough to see stuff quite far off into the distance. That's probably about 5 metres away. Let's go and take a look what it is. I think I actually already know what it is. We're coming down past here, and there's also Shipwreck from the Beaufort. I'm around about 22 metres, so I know this is going to be probably the winch, which it is. And there's other bits of crab pot that have been lost, probably wrapped around this winch. Do see this quite a lot. A bit further up ahead you can see there's the drums from this winch, and I know on this winch somewhere there's normally a lobster hidden behind it. So let's take a look around it. Oh, am I going to have to eat my words? I can't see it today. Normally it's in that little hole. Ah, there it is. It's this side today. Looks like it's having a bit of a face-off with a shrimp then, by the looks of it. Ah, now I've just done what I didn't want to do. Kicked up a load of silt, but don't worry, the current's strong enough to push it away. Should clear soon. And there it is. Only a little baby lobster. This winch is very colourful when you put the lights on it. Just trying to hum, because apparently humming brings them out. You see here's a baby conger eel, a whip. It's wrapped up inside as well. This must be a void inside there. I have to carry on because my buff is trying to drag me along the seabed now. So it's not only my mass that the tide's trying to push against, it's also my buff on the surface. That's why we haven't got massively huge buffs on the surface. Just because And it's the same with the rope. Sometimes if you've got thick rope, the tide pulls on it a little bit stronger. The 6mm twine I've got seems to be okay. Look at this. That's a well camouflaged cuttlefish. It's buried completely flat to the seabed. And if you've come with a dive with me before, we have noticed these do try and mimic fish. So you can guess what this one's trying to mimic. A flatfish. When they're like this, you can normally pat them. Guess he didn't like that. The reason he was waiting here is right on the side of a mound. So this is what we call the trenches. This is the one of the large excavations that were done to bury a cable some years ago. There's two of these, which is a mains cable that runs from Jersey and then on to France for electricity. It's amazing now, when they dug this hole, either all the shells that are underneath the sand have come to the surface, or the trench is actually catching the shells as they tumble across the seabed. Some really old ones though. Like I say, on the sides, because the tide drops down and then comes up over the top, you tend to find loads of scallops that are feeding in the water that's being sped up. The baby spider crab. Quite sure what happened here, but I think I might have put my hand on a weaver fish. Come right through my glove. Whatever it is, it's left a horrible stink. No use. It hurts, but the show must carry on. They're holding on for dear life. You might start to think that I've been down here a long time. That's because I have, because I'm going to do the full tank in one dive. We're having a good run so far, because we've gone all this way on the sand and we haven't hit a reef just yet. I'm expecting it any minute, but just keeping my fingers crossed. Just like that, we're up against the reefs. So it's not a massive issue, but there's no more sand for scallops. I've got to weave my way through this reef. Good thing is, when I hide behind it, I'll have the abnormality from the tide, so I'll be hidden behind there and I'll be sheltered. It's not too bad round here. Normally this tay goes flapping in the wind like a flag, but it ain't so bad. Here's a nice patch of sand. Fingers crossed we can find some stuff around here. Got to readjust my lights yet again because the tide is trying to bend the arms on him. Ah, that's pretty cool. I can see a little tiny red mullet, only about 5 inches long. See if I can see if he's using his little barbels to feed with. Looks like he is. Problem is, I'm chasing him now around the outside of the tide. And as soon as we come around the corner, you can see he's starting to struggle to swim. And there's a bit of wreckage. I think this is an old waste pipe of some sort. Are we going to be lucky? We're going to see a big conger eel inside. I've seen a conger in here before. Possibly it's in there, but maybe too far back. The tide's too strong, so I'm going to have to turn around and carry on swimming. My buff is trying to strangle me as it goes over my shoulder. We've been in the water now for 30 minutes. Just check my air. Okay, 80 bar, that's okay. Ah, look. See, this is why I lose so many. They're trying to swim away now. My bag isn't even full yet. Guessing maybe 50-ish in there so far. Let's finish this dive up around these reefs, see if we can find some small scallops. As I said before, as we come around the outside of this reef, the tide is whipping around and it's trying to be like a bit of a whirlwind now, so the tide's trying to lift me up and also push me down at the same time, depending on where I am on the seabed. You'll see it in the sand. All too small, these ones, unfortunately. Take a look at the sand there where it swirls around. When you're on a boat and you look down, there's the water's got eddies. This is pretty much where I am. The back of a reef, and the tide is just spinning around. Trying to take a couple of minutes just to have a look in these little gaps. You can see there's a huge shanker. There's also a really nice top knot there as well. Just wait for my dust to clear. Can you see the top knot? How well it's camouflaged? Just here. If I turn it side, you can see his eyes. There's actually a few inside this hole because you never really get them on their own. There's normally a few of them. And this little tiny bit of a gap in the reef is it's a little bit of protection. Can't hold it anymore. We'll get them pulled away. I think it must be almost time for me to head back to the surface. And my bag's disappearing off without me as well. So everybody quick grab that because that's my lifeline back to the surface. Matt's following the boff that that's connected to. 38 minutes, that's more than enough time on the seabed. Let's get up. This is the sort of reef that you'd lose pots in. So this Tago pretty much lays down on top of the ropes and it pulls it down. And here we go, look, there's a rope there. I reckon if you followed that you'd find some lost pots. We ain't got time today. We need to head up to the surface. And that's my last 2 scallops.
Oh, come on.
Decent sized bag for me. And then again, I did spend almost 40 minutes on the seabed. Just got to do 2 minutes 25 of safety stop, and I've got 50 bar of air left. That's absolutely perfect. Just look up now, and the boat's there ready for me to go get on it until it starts driving off. We're complete. Let's go up. Not bad. Not bad for a Sunday. Quick get these gauged before I get into the harbour. Oh, I've lost the can. The can's floated out. Oh, let's get them gauged quick. For me, that's Matt's and that's mine. Awesome. That's it for another day. I've done alright on the scallops there. 72, 73, I can't remember what it was now. It was only 5 minutes ago. That's narcosis for you. 73 I think I had. And I've got loads of fish to eat tonight, so I'm going to go home and make a fillet that fish. So thanks for coming along with us, and I will catch you on another tide.